I was a frustrated English student. My listening ability, not good. My vocabulary was almost zero because my culture with movies, my culture with music is very, very limited. I don't watch movies a lot. I don't listen to many songs. So, English for me was hard at first. But then I started to position myself as a learner. And when we're humble enough to accept that we're learning, we're open to ask. Sometimes our VIP students send me a message on my phone and say, "Hello my friend, how are you? It's so good to see you here. Welcome back. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to see you here." Today, we're going to exercise listening and speaking, classroom language. Expressions that you can use at work, at home, in class to ask for help. How do we ask questions about English? How do we ask about new vocabulary, words we don't know? How do we ask for help when we're walking and we need to get information? I start this class reading part of this book here to you. Ego is the enemy. How to dominate your worst adversary. Our worst adversary is ourselves. My worst adversary, or my best friend, is my inner voice. The way I talk to myself influences my actions. My thoughts influence my words. My words influence my actions. My actions influence my routines. My routines influence my future. It's a whole process. And our ego, our pride, our ignorance prevents us from getting the best of life, prevents us from growing. This book is phenomenal. I loved reading it because I need to improve a lot in this area to control my ego. Listen to this. Whatever your situation, whatever you were doing, your worst enemy is already living inside you. Your worst enemy is your ego. In every ambition and goal that we have, it can be big or small, ego is always trying to disturb us when we dedicate fully. Suffocate the ego before the bad habits consolidate. Substitute ego for humility. Substitute ego for discipline. And the temptations of ego tend to appear when we experience growth and success. We need to cultivate strength and courage in a way that when the destiny is against you, You will not be ruined by failure. When we stop our ego, we are humble in our aspirations, we are generous in our successes, and we are resilient in our failures. Buildings that are exposed to strong winds need to have a good foundation. Do you agree? Comment here if you agree. If you disagree, no problem. The capacity to self-evaluate our own abilities is the biggest talent of all. Without self-assessment, the self-improvement becomes impossible. We have a class talking about it. Let me share this with you. 3, 2, 1. The step 2 is about self-assessment. Most feelings of submissiveness or aggressiveness have their roots in early life. It's time to identify those origins and to realize that you've outgrown them. It's not always easy to look in the mirror and really know what you were seeing. However, and it's certainly not easy for other people to tell you. Self-awareness and self-assessment are so crucial that taking a bold step in that direction is necessary and encouraged. Having someone you can talk with about your work toward becoming an assertive person is a critical element of self-assessment. There is a way in which that person can really help you with only a minimal effort on their part. Write an email to your friend in which you list a number of personality characteristics. Include traits that you think you already have, as well as others that are both negative and positive. The adjectives can be humorous, conscientious, happy, compassionate, charitable, angry, insensitive. When you get the results, you will probably be amazed by some of the things that people see in you that you've never seen in yourself. This is a great way to get honest feedback on who you are compared to who you think you are. Now, I'd like to ask you, get your cell phone and send a message to 3 people and ask them, what are 3 traits you have? Ask them to tell you, please, I'm doing a self-evaluation. Can you please tell me 3 traits you see in me? Please be sincere, be honest. I'll not take it personally. This is part of assertiveness. Don't take things personally. As soon as you get the results, comment here. I'd like to know more about you. Yes. Let me just finish reading this to you. Although we think big, look here, work hard, dream big. Although we think big, we need to act and live small if we want to conquer what we're looking for. Because if we concentrate in the action and in the education, leaving behind the validation, the status, the appearance, the ego, our ambition will be step by step, learning, growing, and dedicating. With this in mind, we start this class. Felipe, we're studying the basics. How to ask for help, how to ask basic questions. Yes, the basic, the foundation. Because once we have a strong foundation, my friend, we can fly high. We can enjoy the paradise. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Release your body. Move your neck. Move your arms. Open and close your hands. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Okay. Now please, you're going to put your hands on the back of your head and you're going to open your chest. You place your hands like this and you open your chest and look up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now let's stretch to the front. Cross your fingers, twist your wrists, and stretch, 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 stretch. And let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now let's stretch our arms, our backs. You're going to hug your arm like this. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other arm, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, move your shoulders. One moment, please. Let me drink some water. Woo. I'm drinking my water and reading here my notes about the science of happiness. Let me share with you. Pardon me, sorry me for the mess of notes, but this is the study I'm telling you. The science of happiness. Social connection. Spend time with people. Prioritize time with the ones you love. It really matters to your happiness. Second, serve others. Give compliments. Offer your hand. Serve other people. Serve other people. Be grateful. Focus on the blessings. Thank for the opportunities you're having. Write down what you were grateful for. Savor. Pay attention to the small things. Small things. Smell. Taste. Draw. Write. Breathe. And exercise. Move your body. I'm always telling you to move your body. Move your body, my friend. Your body is connected to your mind. Just move, my friend. And then here I added another question. Are you having negative thoughts? No problem. Talk to people. Go for a walk. Breathe. Breathe, my friend. Science of happiness. This is from, I think the study was from MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. A very good university. All right? So let's do the things that make us happy. Let's exercise. We're going to move our legs today. Please, stable position and extend your legs like this. Let me tie my shoes. And today we are going to simulate one kick from capoeira. If you can, you just do this. You are going to invert your arm. Left arm and right leg, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Felipe, but my coordination is not good. I'm doing wrong. No problem. You were doing it. When you were moving, you were activating the cells of your body. You were activating your muscles. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Move your legs. Relax the muscles of your legs. And now let's breathe, my friend. As always, we breathe in new energy. We hold and we breathe out the tensions, the worries, the loads that we don't need to carry. Some loads are not ours. Our loads we'll put on the desk, sort them out, solve them step by step, and it's okay. But worries, loads, problems that are not ours, and we are carrying inside our backpack. Come on, let's go. Breathe in, please. Hold, breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Would you like to breathe over the clouds? Yes or no? Okay, let's go there. Let's fly high. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Take a look at those clouds. Breathe, my friend. Hold and breathe out. Okay, today we're going to see these expressions, how to ask for help, how to interact with classmates, with coworkers, with people from home, with people from work. And remember to use some small, obvious, but sometimes neglected expressions. Excuse me. Please. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you. With a smile on your face, okay? Let's go. Before we start, I ask you, are you prepared? Yes or no? Yes. You're always prepared and you were never alone. Remember that. You are not alone. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. How do you ask for help in class? How do you ask for help at work? How do you ask for help during a meeting? First, we need to treat people respectfully. And in English, we use the expressions Mr. for men, can be single or married, Mr. and the last name. For example, you tell me, excuse me, Mr. Dib, how do you spell your name? We use Mr. for men. We use Miss for single women. If the woman is not married, if she is single, we use Miss and her last name. Hey, Miss Silva, can you help me, please? If the woman is married, we use Mrs. Mrs. and her last name. Let's suppose her name is Mary Pereira, for example. If she is married, she is Mrs. Pereira. Excuse me, Mrs. Pereira, could you help me with this exercise, please? We use Mr. for man, Mr. and the last name. We use Miss for single women, and we use Mrs. for married women. Okay? The abbreviations are these: Mr., Miss, and Mrs. And then how do we ask for help? We first say, excuse me, or sorry, or pardon. Can you help me, please? Could you help me, please? how do I say this in English? Oh, this is a ring. Thank you. Thanks. You ask, excuse me, can you help me, please? The person comes and helps you. After the person helps you or answers you, you say, thank you. Probably the person will say, no problem. That's okay. You're welcome. If you don't know how to write a word, you ask, excuse me, how do you spell student in English? In English, student is S-T-U-D-E-N-T. Oh, thank you. The person will probably say, you're welcome. If a classmate asks you a question and you don't understand, you just say, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Sorry, I don't know. If I ask you, how do you spell your name? Let's remember the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Practice the letters of your name because you will need it. Sooner or later, people will ask you to spell your name. Keep this in mind, okay? Practice. Write the letters of your name and write how you pronounce them. In my case, F-E-L-I-P-E. My last name, D-I-B. Well, let's spell Maria. M-A-R-I-A. Okay? How do you spell your last name? Comment here. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. How do we ask for help? We need to be humble enough to say, excuse me, please, can you help me? This is the basic. From this, we have different variations. But if we remember this, excuse me, please, can you help me? We're fine. Now, let's see the extras. This is classroom language. This is business language. This is communication in general. How to ask for help. You can say, can you help me, please? If you want to be more formal, you can say, could you help me, please? What's the word for
in English? What's the word for janela in English? Oh, it's window. What's the word for celular in English? It's cell phone. What's the word for... I don't know, you ask me. After you receive the help, you say, thank you. Or you say, thanks. Let's see the start of verb be. This is useful, very, very useful. You say, I am. Excuse me, I am here. You are growing. You and I, we are learning. You are paying attention. I am talking. You are listening. We are learning together. Enjoy these videos. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend, verb be. Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. Como eu falo o negative do verb be? Você já sabe que eu estou aqui é I am here. Ok, negative. I am not here. You are dedicated. Negative. You are not dedicated. We are in Brazil. Negative. We are not in Brazil. He is John. Negative. He is not John. Você coloca o not depois do verb be. Easy. Simple. Agora eu te falo 2 frases e você comenta o negative aqui. I am happy. What's the negative? We are here. What's the negative? Comment here. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class. Hello, my friend! Affirmative, negative, interrogative do verb be. Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. Simple. We are here. Negative. We are not here. Interrogative. Invertemos a posição do verb be. Are we here? They are brothers. Negative. They are not brothers. Interrogative. Are they brothers? He is my friend. Negative. He's not my friend. Interrogative. Is he my friend? You are fantastic. Negative. You are not fantastic. Interrogative. Are you fantastic? Te falo uma e você coloca interrogative pra mim. We are happy. Interrogative. Comment here. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.
Yes. Yes. You were determined, my friend. You were growing. You were learning new things every day. There is one sentence from Abraham Lincoln that I saw at the gym that I was training in Washington, D.C. Let me share with you. Pay attention to this. Here.
Hello, my friend. Let's read this inspiration from Abraham Lincoln. Determine that the thing can and shall be done, and then we will find a way.
Yes. Determine what needs to be done, then find a way to do it. Okay, now let me tell you useful. Can you see this marker? It's weak. Useful expressions. Excuse me. Please. And then you ask what you want. After the person helps you or answers your question, you say, thank you. The person will tell you, you're welcome. Or you can say, thanks. The person will tell you, no problem. If someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you just say, sorry. I don't know. The person will tell you, that's okay. Thanks anyway. Okay? Remember these expressions, and you have to say. Sometimes we forget to say, excuse me, please, can you help me? After the person helps you, you say, thank you. The person will say, you're welcome. That's okay. No problem. Do you understand? Yes or no? Smile. Yeah. I love to see you smiling, happy, grateful, full of positive energy. Let's walk around nature. Okay, you're my guest. Let's go to the farm. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to nature. Let's walk. During this class, we're talking about ways to ask for help, ways to ask, to solve your doubts. And I've already told you, I was a frustrated English student. My listening ability, not good. My vocabulary was almost zero because my culture with movies, my culture with music is very, very limited. I don't watch movies a lot. I don't listen to many songs. So, English for me was hard at first. But then I started to position myself as a learner. And when we're humble enough to accept that we're learning, we're open to ask. Sometimes our VIP students send me a message on my phone and say, sorry Felipe, I know this is a silly question, but... And then the first thing I tell them is, hey, this is not a silly question. This is a very good question. Because with this question, we clarify your doubts and we move forward. So we need to be humble to ask for help. If I don't understand, I just tell you, excuse me, can you explain this to me? Sorry, I didn't understand how to use this vocabulary. Pardon, can you tell me how to use this vocabulary? I am humble and I am open to learn. When we do this, we grow dramatically because we are not proud of asking questions. We are not ashamed of asking questions. We are just humble enough to ask our questions, to solve our doubts. Okay? Here at Você Aprende Agora, please, if you have questions, comment your questions. If you have my number, if you are a VIP, send me a WhatsApp telling me about your questions. We are here to serve you. Your English teacher is ready to answer you, but you need to ask. Okay? Let's walk. Let's keep walking. Let's enjoy the horizon. Tell me, what are your plans? What are your goals? Tell me. We're together. Remember that. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. And I give you a round of applause to you. Congratulations. We're finishing one more class. And it means happiness, because progress means happiness. I always tell you that. Today, you learned how to ask for help. You learned how to thank after you receive a favor from someone. Remember to say, excuse me. Avoid touching people. Hey, no, avoid touching people to ask for help or to call them. Say, excuse me, pardon, sorry, excuse me. Can you help me? Please, 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 please. The person will help you when you approach correctly. And then you pay attention to what the person is saying. I'm always telling my mom, Mom, you ask me the question, but you don't pay attention to the answer. Mom, lately, she has repeated the same questions. And then she says, oh, I'm forgetting everything. And I tell her, okay, Mom, you're more mature, but you need to pay attention. You ask a question, but you don't pay attention to the answer. This is important. When we ask a question, when we have a doubt, we have to stop and pay attention to the person. I am requesting an answer. The person is serving me with the answer, and I don't pay attention. There is one guy from the United States called Bill Campbell. This guy is known as the $1 trillion coach because he was the coach of the big technology companies that grew so much over the last years. And we have a lesson from him about how to listen properly. I'll share with you. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. What's the right way to listen? Practice the free listening, the free hearing. Bill would hear you with attention, without checking messages or emails on his cell phone, without looking at the watch, without looking through the window. He was always right there, listening to you. Pay attention to the person you were talking to. Give this person all your attention. Listen carefully. Listen without thinking about what's gonna be your answer. Bill never told me what to do. He would ask more and more questions until getting to the right problem. Practice the free listening. Listen to people with all your attention, full attention, undivided. Don't think about what you're gonna say next. Make questions that lead to the real problem. When you talk to someone, listen carefully. Leave your cell phone far from you. Don't check your watch. Ask questions that lead to the core, that lead to the center of the problem. Comment here about someone who asked you a very hard question that led to the problem.
Yes. Okay. That's it, my friend. Remember to say thank you. Remember to listen carefully. Remember to have this attention when you were talking to people. Look people into their eyes. Stop checking your watch. What time is it? Stop checking your phone. No. If you want to disencourage people to talk to you, you check your phone. If you want to be interesting, if you want to be someone interesting, you have to be interested in the other person. And when we are learning a new language, it's nice to have fun while we learn. Don't try to be perfect. No one is perfect. My English needs to be improved. My listening abilities need to improve a lot. This morning, earlier, when I was going to the gym, I was listening to this story of this woman. She was saying, I'm going to share with you. She was saying, I was always very demanding with myself because my father was very smart. So I wanted to be like him, and I was always pushing myself hard. And by doing that, I missed many opportunities to have fun. And she was sharing a story about her Japanese teacher. She was studying Japanese. And let me see if I can find this to you. 27:11. Listen to this.
Plowing on through my...
Here, listen to this.
I'm learning differently and I'm thinking differently. Without being able to put words to it in any language, I realized that the link between myself and Habuto-san is actually the link that connects us all. I'm only able to feel it, to rely on it, when I let go of my rigid pursuit of perfection.
She's saying, I can only communicate freely with my Japanese teacher when I leave behind my perfectionism. Look how beautiful is it? When I am open to communicate as a human being, no matter the language.
And I know that this ineffable thing, this communion of consciousness, will be at the center of my life from now on. A few months later, I'm back at Harvard, plowing on through my doctorate in sociology. I've put Asian languages aside, and I'm sitting at a seminar table with several classmates in William James Hall, the social science hub of the campus.
And then she keeps telling the story. She's a champion. She goes to Harvard. But she realizes that when she's open to communicate, communication is different from language. Anyway, comment here. What's the secret of communication? Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.